Without your love, without I will build my life nice and warm. Gonna be a nice hot cup of coffee this morning, I'll tell you that. Hey, black does look thinning. Still got a little bit of a gut that, I don't know, I'm 54 years old. I think I look pretty good. There's a little bit of water left. You guys know why I put the water in the cup? I haven't talked about it in a little while. I like my coffee really hot every morning. So I microwave up a little bit of water in my cup, warm up the exterior, swish it around a little bit, get my coffee started. Must be talkative today. I'm doing more talking than I normally do at this early hour. Let me make sure the phone's clean. Let's see what I'm doing here. Feeling a little confused. Looks like it's going to be a beautiful day. Boo-boo. Oh, sorry. Got a little late start. Hope your patience doesn't wear thin. You go tune in to some other crazy live video on a Saturday morning. But what other live video would be nearly as entertaining as this one? Hello, another Ashley. Hello, RJ. Hello, Julie. Good morning, Ryan. Good morning again, Julie. Hello, Brianna. I'm very lively at 7 a.m. But it's 6 a.m., which reminds me, I need my timepiece. When you're doing a live video, my clock's not on the phone. I don't understand. My clock's not on the phone when you're doing a live video. How am I supposed to know when I gotta get off the live video so I can go to work, so I can eat my breakfast, do my things? I've already brushed my teeth, shower, pour my coffee, head out to work. Anyway, good morning. Good morning. Good morning to you. I'm just waking up, so you gotta bear with me. My name is Ken Tracy, and this is Coffee with Ken. Good morning, Scott Concrete. It is Saturday morning. It is about It's 6:05. Hello, German kid. It's 6:05 in the morning, Saturday morning. I think it's May 19th. And happy Saturday to you. Thank you for following the host, Bree. This is a little show I've been doing for a while. It's a show I don't know. I don't know why I do it. I just can't stop doing it, though. I just can't stop doing it. Not totally sure why I do it, but it's a show I've been doing for a while. It's a show that I kind of do every day as I'm waking up and rubbing the sleep out of my eyes and staggering about my house and thinking about things that I got to do that day. And this was me making my bed, by the way. It wasn't me having some spasm. It was me making my bed. Going through my things, brushing my teeth, taking my medicine, kind of doing the little habits that are our morning routine. We all have morning routines. Mine are usually, depending on the day and the pace I have to go and the time that it is, are sped up or slowed down. I prefer when they're slowed down, but today's a sped up day because, again, I woke up a little late. I didn't sleep too well, was up a couple times during the night. And it is a work day. It's Saturday morning, a rest day for many, but not for this guy. But before I get into the nitty-gritty of my day and my life. For those that have been watching a while, you know this is not just a show about me talking, because that would be so boring. It's also a show, for those that have been watching a while, you know, it's also a show about me sharing my love of coffee. And with that in mind, I have a nice hot cup of coffee in front of me. And I'm so excited to take my first sip on this Saturday morning. My greatest hope, my biggest dream is that you too, at this morning, also have a hot cup of coffee in front of you, and are also excited to take your first sip. So, without further ado, cheers to us. I went grocery shopping yesterday. After I did my thing, after I worked, I had an appointment, but it got canceled. So I went downtown Naperville. Oh, excuse me, let's have another sip. Oh, yes, I did take the scooter out yesterday. It was a nice afternoon for it. Took it to downtown Naperville. Had to go to the library to, I don't know, do something that's not interesting enough to tell you a story about. Oh, no, there's no milk or creamer in this coffee. It's black. And I haven't even told you what kind it is yet, but that's part of my story. I went to downtown Naperville. I'm coming at you from Naperville, Illinois, which is a gorgeous town of about 145,000 people, about 35 miles west of Chicago. They have award-winning libraries often. I don't even know what it is to have an award-winning library. I don't know. But I went there yesterday afternoon to the one in downtown. The town was abuzz. The weather was nice. It was Friday evening. Did what I had to do, but I was excited. I wanted to get to something. I wanted to get to the Starbucks. There was a Starbucks in downtown Naperville, and it was an awesome, awesome Starbucks. And during, I don't know, the corporate powers that be thought it'd be fun to try something and make it one of these Starbucks roasters or one of these fancy little places where people go and have martinis and have nice little foods, fancy little foods, and they'd serve cocktails. They wouldn't give free refills. They wouldn't serve water cups in big cups. They did not serve frappuccinos or any of those fun little shaky drinks, shake type drinks that all the teenagers love, the refreshers, all those drinks. And we're a town that kids from our town go to 5 different high schools, and it's obviously a big town, but it's a family community, it seems, with a ton of kids, a ton of high schoolers roaming the streets, causing chaos. No, not really. But anyway, kids these days seem to have money and like to buy fancy little drinks at Starbucks. And this super cool Starbucks no longer sold these fancy little drinks. And I just thought that was a bad move, and it kind of made me sad. It became a bar restaurant for a couple of years, some Starbucks Roaster Reserve or something like that, some hoity-toity thing. And yesterday, it finally reopened as a normal Starbucks. And it made me so happy, and it made my afternoon. And it made me think, hey, God, there is a reason that appointment got canceled that I was going to yesterday afternoon. And I got to spend my afternoon at what is, I think, the coolest Starbucks that I've ever been. Did a couple videos, actually shot a live video there yesterday. Read some of my book. Sat in, they had some nice leather chairs. And I'll tell you what, it was the first day. You could smell the leather. It was such a nice smell. It was a brand new chair. I love the soft chairs at Starbucks. And this was a brand new chair, barely ever sat in. And they buy nice stuff. So when it's brand new, it's especially nice. No, they were not having any giveaways. But anyway, I so enjoyed it. For a while, I sat at a table back into this huge window looking out on our beautiful town. But I knew I was in there for the long haul. And I wanted one of the soft chairs. I needed a soft chair, so I went to the back and sat in a soft chair, and the new leather got the nice smell. Got a refill, got some water, sat there and talked to some random people, some people coming and going because Starbucks is such a friendly place. Got what I needed done. And then I realized I was really hungry. And you know what's not fun? Good morning, TD. You know what's not fun? The only downside of coffee is when you're really hungry, coffee's not that good. That's the only time that coffee doesn't seem appropriate is when you're really hungry. And I started getting really hungry. Oh, yes, I did. And it was Friday night. It was probably 6:15, 6:30. So I rode my scooter. It was crowded in Naperville yesterday. There's some construction going on, and there were kids going, or not kids, people walking all over. It was a little cooler than most people thought. And there were like people walking around in shorts and T-shirts and stuff like that. It was a little cooler than I think a shorts and T-shirt weather. You need to have a bagel with it. At least I think so. No, I did not go to Potter's, but I appreciate you asking, RJ. But I rode home, stopped at the grocery store on the way home, which is strange because I work in a grocery store. But anyway, I stopped at a different grocery store on the way home, bought some things, bought a couple frozen pizza. Oh, yes, the Home Run Inn sausage and pepperoni. My cupboards were fairly bare. I'm winding down my food stuffs that I have at home because I'll be moving in 12 days, I believe. And don't want to have a bunch of stuff that I got to move. And figured, okay, well, I can buy two frozen pizzas. I can buy some more hot sauce and bought some necessities. And one of the necessities I bought, oh yeah, it was a Home Run Inn pizza. One of the necessities I bought was coffee. And I didn't buy one bag of coffee, but I bought 2 bags of coffee. And they were both the cinnamon dolce, which gets me back to the point of this story. The coffee I am drinking this morning is the cinnamon dolce. Oh, I find the longer my stories go and the more tangential they run, if I can bring them all back to the point of the story, it's just a beautiful piece of art. It's just a beautiful moment in cinematography. Cheese pizza is number 1 from Home Run Inn. No. Cheese pizza is number, yes, 2 will last twice as long, Robert Patrick. Do I measure the coffee grounds or eyeball it? Well, I bet, RJ, I bet knowing me the way you do. Hey, Dave Long, thank you so much for sharing the live. I'm not even sure what that means, but I think it's going to bring in more audience, which is so fun. I think RJ, knowing me, knowing the man that I am, I take my bag and just kind of dump it in. I think that little variety, that little randomness makes life a little more fun. Good morning, Desquito TV. Greetings to you. Hello, Charles Doherty. Unfortunately, since it's Saturday, different strokes, different folks. I'm not judging if you measure your grounds. I'm not suggesting anyone eyeball it. I think the world would be a better place if we all were the best versions of ourselves. And let me tell you, the best version of me dumps his coffee from the bag directly into the filter, which, by the way, I'm not sure how many coffee filters I have. I'm not sure how many coffee filters I have, and my big question is, will it make me for the next 12 days? Should you need to wear a seatbelt also? That's a good question. It's interesting because, I don't know, how long have we had the seatbelt laws? I was against the seatbelt laws when they were first brought out. I thought, hey, it's a free country. We should be able to do what we want. I was against the stopping smoking in bars because, again, free country. Nobody has to be at a bar or whatever. We should be able to do what we want. But it's weird how I believe in smaller government, and I say that a lot. But occasionally I'll look back and I'll go, wow, I really can't imagine life. I don't know. I don't even think about the seatbelt law. And I just put it on. I feel a little naked what have you, not wearing a seatbelt. And I'll tell you what, I don't really go to bars anymore. But the last couple of years, I mean, I can't even imagine that we used to go to bars where half the people in them were smoking cigarettes. And it was a cloud of smoke. And again, in the 90s or something, when I was living in Chicago and going out till all hours every night, you know, you'd come home, you'd be drunk, you'd take off your clothes, you'd throw them on the floor, you'd wake up the next morning, you're feeling crappy and hungover, and your clothes were there, and you could smell the smoke from them. You could smell the smoke from them. Yeah, so I don't know if you should have to wear a seatbelt or not. I'm not. Again, I was against it, the law, when it came out. I was against it when it, a positive influence in my life. I'll say my mom. My mom. I mean, this is, you know, easy for me right now. I posted a video during the night that reminded me of my mom, but my mom loved the stuffing out of me. I mean, all moms love the stuffing out of their kids, but I was a kid that was kind of an emotional sieve. You know, I'd cry, I'd get angry, I'd have little tantrums. I mean, she wasn't always a perfect little thing. Sometimes I remember being locked in the bedroom because she thought I should have a nap, and I was having a tantrum. I was really upset. And there was, I don't know, some sort of window between my bedroom and the bedroom next to me. And I realized she'd forgotten to lock it. And it wasn't to the outside, so I was never in great danger. But I remember getting through, somehow unlocking the window or something, crawling in through the window and kind of creeping down, hoping she'd be okay with my escape job. She wasn't that okay with the escape job. I had to go back to bed. But it was not nap time. I'm not one that likes to be told I have to take a nap, as you can imagine. But anyway, my mom was a positive influence of me growing up. I had two older brothers and a younger sister, and I think we had a fairly chaotic home. My mom was kind of nutty and crazy and goofy and silly and emotional and what have you. But I knew she loved me. And I think if a parent can screw up a lot of things, if their kids know that they're loved by their parents. And I am so far from a perfect dad, and I have struggled with this because I'm twice divorced and I have 4 children, and I don't live with any of them. And that's the biggest, regret in my life, that I don't get to, I don't know, go off to work and kiss my kids goodbye every day. And I don't know. And I can't change that. I can't fix that. But all I can do is let them know I love them as often as I see them or talk to them or what have you, and hug them and kiss them. I think sometimes they might get a little bit embarrassed of Dennis' love and affection, but I'm a loving, affectionate dad. I have a lot of love to give. So if I have a chance, it comes out like a rush. So I'm going to drink a little more coffee. And I can't talk for long this morning. Again, I got started a little late. Well, thank you for calling me handsome. Looks like you haven't moved yet. I haven't moved yet, Pete. Thank you for noticing. I have 12 more days. I think I might turn off the broadcast and suddenly I'm going to reappear somewhere else. And it's going to be a secret. I'm going to have to set the stage. It'd be hard to do a coffee with Ken as I'm moving couches and stuff like that. Hey, thank you so much for following the host. I so appreciate it. Uncle Ken. Well, I don't know. I don't know if I'm Uncle Ken. I'm Uncle Ken to many. My sister has 6 kids. My 2 brothers, one of my brothers has 3 and one had 2. So I'm an uncle to many. Yes, I am. And I'm even kind of an uncle. Well, I got divorced, so I don't want to get into all the nuances of in-laws and divorces and nephews and nieces. Are they still your nephews and nieces? I'd say they are still your nephews and nieces, even if you divorce the relational relative. You'd cuddle with me. There is no time for you to cuddle with me, Ovo. I appreciate the offer of cuddling because, I mean, cuddling's nice, hugging's nice, love is nice, connection is nice, handshakes are nice, smiles are nice, looking people in the eye to eye is nice. And I don't know. Why don't we take one more sip of coffee? why why don't we take one more sip of coffee uh, and leave on something nice? So one more cheers to us. That was no sip. That was a double gulp. It was a double gulp, but it was a double gulp that I wanted and a double gulp that I needed. And it's Saturday morning and it's 6:23, and I get to be to work at 37 minutes, and it's the most busy day of the week for us. And there's going to be customers going crazy through there. And I'm a guy that, I don't know, looks like an authority there. I don't know why. I guess I do know why, because I'm 6'2", and I look people in the eyes, and I stand in the aisle, and I ask if anyone needs any help. Excuse me. And I don't know. It's kind of comical. You got people almost lined up looking for your help. On the way to the break room, we get a couple breaks every couple hours. Right in front of the break room, there's the tech area where they have the TVs and the computers and the iPhones and what have you. And most of them are behind lock and key, the valuable stuff. And the other stuff is kind of complicated, and you need to know routers and I don't know, tech stuff that I do not know. And it's horrible. If you're walking through there with a red shirt, you know, there's going to be somebody needing something or needing some help or needing to get to something. And I've got no way to help them. So I don't really do this, but I want to do one of this and kind of scurry through the tech sector so I don't make any eye contact with anybody and have anybody ask me for help, because I cannot help them. I don't know what to do. I don't have the answers to their question. I don't even have a walkie-talkie to summon somebody to the tech room. But anyway, so I make up for that. I deal with the guilt of not being able to help those customers by helping the poop out of the customers in the grocery aisle and giving them the tours and making them smile and smiling myself and laughing and being in the way and saying something funny and I don't know, spreading a little love and joy and smiles and happiness. And it's Saturday. It is a good day. No, I'm from Naperville, Illinois, which is just outside of Chicago. And I'm going to take my Napervillian, Illinoisan butt and go get some coffee and go get a bowl of cereal and wolf that down and have a shower and listen to some inspirational music as I get ready. And yes, I've seen Hoop Dreams. Inspirational music as I get my morning started, and I'm going to have a great day of work. And the one line from that book that's really impacted me more than any other, and I've read 4 chapters of the book, How Starbucks Saved My Life, was when the guy said that and it was a quote from somebody else actually, that work is dignity. And I'm working at an entry-level job that doesn't get close to paying my bills. And it's sometimes a struggle getting there and doing my job. And I mean, not a struggle, that's overstating it. But sometimes I go, is this right? And it gets me through the day, that thinking that work is dignity and that the work I do means something and that it gives me a sense of pride and a sense of meaning and a sense of value that maybe I missed in my career as a realtor. And that there's a purpose for this and a reason for this. And this is a pathway to something. And I'm looking forward to taking a few steps down this path today and having a great day and enjoying it and enjoying some coffee. So I hope you guys have a wonderful, wonderful day. I hope you guys had a great night's sleep. I hope you're excited about your day. I don't know where you're from, but it looks like it's going to be a beautiful day here in Naperville. And I'm golfing with some buddies after work today. I have a tiring job. I'm almost scared to try and golf because I'm going to be exhausted. But I'm looking forward to hanging out with some buddies tonight and playing a little golf. Haven't swung the club yet this year. We'll see how we do. I don't expect much, but I'm always optimistic. Hello, Ian. And I want to thank you so much for joining. I appreciate you. I hope you had a wonderful night's sleep. I hope you're feeling good. I hope you're loving yourself. I hope you're forgiving yourself. I hope you have an awesome, awesome day. And as always, I hope to talk to you soon. Bye-bye.